What's up, guys? This is just a short stream. I just wanted to show you a game I play, right? This is called Satisfactory, right here. So I'm out here at one of my power plants in Satisfactory. And Satisfactory is exactly what it says. You're building a giant factory to save humankind, and you're sending it up that tower in the sky right there, and those goods get shipped off to Earth, right? So let me give you a little explanation of what's going on here. This is a lot about mathematics and getting all the flow rates right. So this is an oil well here. So if you look at the oil well, it's pumping crude oil, and it's pumping 150 milliliters cubed per minute. And these are called power shards, so I can overclock it. And so I have this oil well here, this oil well here, this oil well here, this oil well here. And they all come out into this piping, right? I have the pipes run. So this is supplying oil, and this whole one thing is all just supplying oil to these refineries. So this refinery here, if you look, is pumping fuel. And let me check my phone. I cannot see at all. Zero Zippo. And what the hell did I do? My phone might be underneath. Oh, here it is. All right. So let me see how I sound. See if I sound fucked up or not, or if you can see it or not. Because I can't see chat. But I will be able to in just a second. Oh, the Rodfather. What's up, Rodfather? I know I sound a little low, don't I? Let me fix that real quick. Let's see. Check 1 2. Check. Well, you guys can hear me. You may just have to turn your sound up a little bit. If you give me a second, I can fix it. Maybe. Let me see if I can turn this up a little bit. Let me see on how much I can turn this up just a little bit here. 5. Let me go to 10. All right. Well, that should have made a difference there. Let me see. All right. Can you hear me more better now? Let me see here if you can hear me more better. There we go. That's more better. All right. So I will keep chat up. So, anyways, let me go back to Satisfactory now, as I was explaining. So, anyways, it's pumping crude oil into this refinery, and that return gives me fuel that goes out to the oil electric generators that gives me electric to run my factory, right? And it gives off a waste product. It's called polymer resin. So the waste product hooks into these conveyors, and it comes over here to what's called a sink, right? This is how you can get rid of all your waste products, because they're just some waste that you just can't use, right? So, anyways, Then we come out here to the power generators, right? These use fuel. So the refineries are producing fuel. It takes 4 refineries to run 8 generators. And I'm going to take it in different places here. I just wanted to give you what it looks like. This game is really cool, people. I really like this game. I've already defeated it. I've tore down some of it. This is an elevator. That's an elevator. Down here, I'm redesigning all my storage area. If you look, I have signs on here. This is copper and iron. This is the power station one. I'll take you in the elevator real quick. See the doors. Automatic doors. Here's the vehicles that you can drive. This is called a tractor. This is a big hauling truck. Fly up a little bit so you can see it. Well, there's the truck, and there's the doom buggy, right? And I got signs in here. I got lights. They added this new feature of a roll up door. Check this out. Rolls up, rolls down, up. And that takes you out into the wilderness out there where you can drive your truck. We'll do that in a little while. But I'm still taking you on the factory tour, so we'll go into the elevator. And we'll go up and see the power plant this way. So I got call the elevator. You can see the elevator coming down. And yes, I do have Felix in the background. Let's see. No, there is no panel, by the way. But as you can see, I hit the button to go up. Yeah, this thing talks to you also, man. I don't know if you guys can hear the game or not. But anyways, you come off the elevator onto a catwalk. And then from the elevator, right, here's the top of the refinery, give you a ground view. I can come down here. And this is called a portal, this door that I'm about to go through. This is a portal, and it's hooked to where the hub is. And the hub is your main base. That's your main home, right? These are like little satellite places. Like this is for just making some metals. This is for power. This is for making some fabric, some plastic, and some rubber that I need. So that's all this place is for. So we'll go through here. Now here we are. This is right here. This is called the space elevator, right? And that there used to be a huge platform up there, but as I said, I defeated the game. The game is done. So I've been redesigning a little bit. Here's all my portals to all different places. More sinks. And if we were to like, and I'm just giving you the tour on, instead of the portal, let's say I just wanted to come here, and these are all making parts right here. For an example, right here, that's making modular frames. If you come over here, this is making motors. If you come here, this is making iron rods. And I use all these parts, right? And let's see, if you come over here, this is a truck station. And it's full with steel beams. So then you come over here, you add concrete, and you get encased industrial beams out of it. So it takes 3 steel, 6 concrete to make it. But the bin is full, right? So it's not running at the moment. So let's take you to the elevator, and we're going to go back to the oil factory, right? The long way. So we'll come back into a different elevator. I have elevators everywhere now. Just everywhere. So we can come out. Oh, Lewis, a doom buggy. So we'll drive on over. Whoops, hit the wall. I'm not a good driver, man. I don't know where the brakes are. You just leave the vehicle, right? Let me call the elevator. And this is what it looks like. So you can see how big this world actually is. And every part of this you can create. Down there you see those are what's called geothermal electric generators. And they produce electric, and I'll take you down there, I'll show you all that. The elevator ain't here yet, is it? Oh, yep. Well, let's go down. I'll take you over to see the geothermal elevators. Because in this game I can fly, right? I have both a hover pack and a hovering pack that runs off electric. But I also have a fuel one too. So I can fly anywhere that I'd like to go. I don't know if you guys can hear the game or not, but it really doesn't matter. So here I am. I'm back at the oil place. So this is like a little bridge that I did. You can see where the elevator comes up, goes over. I don't have any steel beams under it yet, but I'm getting there. So we're going to land here real quick so I can get my jetpack going. All right, here we go. So I'm going to take you over to the geothermal generators. Take you up high. So as you can see on how many watts these put out, right? And it's run by steam. You find steam vents in here. And then you place these giant geothermal generators on here. And then you hook them in, right? You hook them into a main. And these are power towers. And these are made for like expanding long distances. As you can see, I have a power tower here. I have a power tower there, one over here. And it's better than using these poles, right? Because there are poles they can use. I'll it to you right here. This is electric pole. Well, those power towers can go really, really long distances. So let's take the portal back. And I'll take you to a different place. Okay, here. So as I said, this is my main factory here. This is a main hub. You see, I got mines run everywhere. I am not pretty with my mines, usually, right? I don't care. But as you can see, I'll take you down here and show you what a drone is. So this drone here is giving me coal, right? Because for me to get coal, it's very, very far away. So I have this drone feeding me coal, and I have this drone feeding me coal. This drone here feeds me batteries, and that's where we're going to next. If I remember which. I forgot to label the portals like a dumbass. We'll be alright. We will figure it out, man. I'm telling you, we will figure it out. Well, anyways, you see here, there's waste here, and you can see these are making motors too, right? But see, since I'm almost full, once this is full, this automatically, because these are smart splitters. So I have the overflow going here, and I have the product going straight. So when this overflows and starts to back up, it'll automatically feed the sink. So it doesn't jam up the works, right? All right, now, let's go here. So this is my other oil generating for electric part over here. So you can see I have an oil well here and an oil well here, but I only have two of them. That's because these are pure. And there's a big difference in these. Let me come down so you can see it. So this right here, you can see is pulling 120 crude oil out, right? And each one of these takes 60 crude oil. So if I have two machines pumping out 120 each crude oil, then I should be able to support these four machines with no problem. That makes the fuel and same thing. Now over here, I have battery storage, right? In case if I'm stupid and cut a power line somewhere, I have this as backup. And I must have pulled some juice from somewhere. Okay, so there's another geothermal right here, electric generator. So the batteries that I showed you guys that were being droned in, right? This is all to make batteries. So let me explain the whole process to you. So this is sulfur. So you have to have sulfuric acid for the battery, right? So it breaks down the sulfur in the refinery, makes sulfuric acid, which is pumped into this machine. This is called a blender. And you can see it takes sulfuric acid, alumina solution, and aluminum casting, right? It makes one battery, and the waste product is water, which is recycled in the system. Because if you look, here's the water, the wastewater that's coming out, and I have it pumped around. It helps feed this machine, it helps feed this machine. I only have two pumps running, and I'm using way more water than that. So we come here, and this makes the solution, right? And it takes bauxite and water. The waste product it gives off is silica, which I don't need any of. So I have that all run into the sink because it just chews it up, right? It gets rid of it for you. And the extra batteries for this drone, now this drone is going to go get the bauxite, right? But you can see it's kind of empty. So we'll wait till the drone comes back. I'll show you what that looks like. So the drone's landing. And it's going to unload the bauxite. Hopefully. Plan to die. Come on, unload it. Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. So here's the bauxite that's unloading, right? And you can see it's not only feeding that machine, but it's feeding this machine. So this machine here is putting out solution, same as the other one, and this is feeding this machine, which makes aluminum scrap, right? So you take aluminum scrap and you smelt it down into aluminum ingots. Then from aluminum ingots, you come over to this constructor here, and from an aluminum ingot, it makes aluminum casting, which in return, you come over to the blender, and it takes aluminum casting. So this can be a very complicated process. Very, very, very complicated process. So, and this is where I get my coal from. I get coal from over here. Also, let's see what's over here. I made here's the drone that delivers the batteries to everywhere. And right here, if you look here, I'm making gunpowder, which makes explosive charges, right? Which I can make out of it. So here's the gunpowder it's making. And I'm just using the overflow from the sulfur line and the coal line to make the black powder. They may have to put another drone over there because it's sucking bauxite pretty good, man. So you know what? I'm going to slow this machine down just a little bit. You're at 240. This is how you adjust the machine. So that's 360, right? Well, if I take it out, I can match it now. Now I'm at 240 here for the solution. It's using a little less bauxite. And you can see here I'm out of bauxite because I'm using too much of it. My drone's not fast enough. But here he is. He's back again. And he's going to unload. So anyways, this is just for batteries. Just for batteries. Oh, and power. So we'll go back to the hub again. And let's see here. We'll go into this one. Let's choose a time travel tunnel. So, this is the high radiation area. If you didn't have a suit, you'd die. So, if you look over here, I have coal power plants. Here, and you can see here's a coal mine. It's feeding these two plants with no issues. And here's a single pump. If you look, you see the coal generator. And you can see how much fuel it's burning, what the water table's like, how much electricity this puts out. So I have 1, 2, and there's an empty mine right here. I don't even need it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coal plants. Because I had to use these before you get oil, right? Coals before oil. So I'll take you over to the nuclear plants. I have a drone that feeds this. This takes Fiscum fuel rod, highly radiated. If I did not have the iodized mask filter on, a mask, and a full hazmat suit on, I would already be dead. This would kill me instantly. So this feeds these two nuclear plants. There is no waste because they did it with the Fiscum fuel rod. But if you look, these are what they look like. This is how much water it uses. And it takes 2 pumps. If you look at the pumps, I have them all the way zooped up. Do 1 nuclear power plant. You can see I've put out 15,000 megawatts, and I only consume around 6,000. So here are the two nuclear plants. Now I'll take you up here. This is what's called a power booster right here, right? So this is an alien augment power. And the static power that it puts out is just 500 milliwatts. But it also has a 30% current boost, which gives me an additional 3,000, around 3,000 plus megawatt. And it runs on this fuel, which is called an alien power matrix. And I have those droned in, but I have plenty of it over here. You can see these bins are all full. This right here, the only purpose of this machine is to make this steel tubing. That's it. The only purpose. So out here you can see I've got more power plants, more factories. We'll go back to the hub again. Go through this door. And we're back into it. But I'm not done building yet. I'm still building this up over here. This will eventually have, it'll be as high as that elevator right here, this whole storage area. This I'm redesigning to be all my main storage. But I just thought I'd give you guys a preview of a game that I play. I want to thank you guys for coming in. This is Citizen Z with Citizen Z Animations. Oh, and one last thing. I'm sorry about your cat, Shark. I really am. I know how you feel, man. I know it's like when I lost Scooby. So take care, people. Much love. This is Citizen Z, and you